So looking back at my preliminary task, I feel I've really progressed in terms of using the continuity techniques. Like 180-degree roll, eyeline match, match and action, and shot reverse shot, I all used in my preliminary task, and I feel I used them much more confidently and much more successfully in my opening sequence. The 180-degree roll, after having to reshoot my preliminary task because I'd gotten it wrong, I really tried to make sure that I had gotten that rule correct in my opening sequence, which I think I did. So ally match I used in my preliminary task, and I thought I used it really successfully in that, so I was really confident in using it in my opening sequence, and I think that I used it really successfully and it worked really well. Match and action. This is probably my technique that I used most confidently, and I really liked getting different angles of the same shot. In my preliminary tasks, it's seen when Lydia is opening the door as well as walking down the hallway and going into the room, so I used that quite a lot then. And I also tried to use it in my opening sequence, so when Jess is opening the wardrobe and when she goes into the living room. I think it's very successful as it's very smooth and you can't really tell its shots changed, which is the whole point of using a continuity technique. And I think I used it really successfully and I'm really happy with how that turned out. Shot reverse shot. I used that in my opening sequence only because I knew how to use it from my preliminary task. In the preliminary task, I haven't used it that often. It's mainly at the end when I use that. From the continuity techniques I use in my preliminary task, I felt I was able to carry out my opening sequence much more confidently, as I already had that foundation level that I knew I could do it, and nothing came as a surprise when I had to use different techniques and stuff. I felt I'd really demonstrated my skills well that I'd learned from my preliminary task. One of the skills I've developed from my preliminary task is definitely timekeeping, as I had to reshoot my preliminary task because I'd done several of the continuity techniques wrong. And when I had to refilm my opening sequence because it wouldn't load an iMovie, I made sure that I didn't leave it before the deadline, like I did in my preliminary task. That was quite a big flaw that I did, as it was really rushed. Even though I'm happy with how it turned out, it could have gone much better if I had more time. With my opening sequence, I made sure that I had done the reshoot weeks before the deadline, so I knew if I needed to reshoot again for any reason, I'd have enough time to do that. Yeah, that's probably the biggest skill I developed. However, I'm a lot more confident in using new media terminology, such as continuity techniques, as beforehand I hadn't had any experience of using different techniques and what they mean and how they can be used in film and stuff. So I feel that I've really progressed in terms of my understanding of media concepts, which I'm really happy about. Overall, from my preliminary task and opening sequence, I've learned that there's a lot more to a film than first meets the eye, so there's a lot more than just, oh, it's a film. There's quite a lot of other stuff involved, so getting the different angles for the continuity techniques. Obviously, I'm making the production companies, editing, sound, everything like that. It takes a lot of work, but I have really enjoyed it, and I definitely look forward to doing something similar in the future.